Oh, hello. It's day 22 of the FrankenGames, my video series in which I play every Frankenstein video game ever made. We're looking at 3 more games today, but before we talk about games, let's talk about today's random quote, but from Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, because that's the source of all this stuff. And I like to highlight some quotes. Today's quote is, "I am malicious because I am miserable." I that sounds like a quote I might have already used, but honestly, so many of the quotes from this book are about how miserable usually the creature is, but also Frankenstein. Like, everyone's miserable, and they say it, or rather they think it they write it, because these are all letters. So, yes, someone else is, malicious. It must be the creature. So the creature is miserable, and because he's miserable, he's pissed off and malicious toward the world. And that's today's fun quote for day 22. All right, moving on to the first game. It's My Little Frankenstein from 2023, released on Windows, developed by Itai Singer, I believe that's what that is. You have to fight your way through other hideous creations and merge them into yourself to become the ultimate Frankenstein. Well, already, let's go ahead and launch this one. Oh, this one. I remember this one. This one's fun, really good actually. So this is us, the handyman, represented by this hand. All right, let's go. Options. No, that's fine. Uh-oh. That's new. Let's try again. There it is. Don't worry about it. That never happened. Here it is. It's an RPG. It's a turn-based RPG. We have not seen that yet at all in any Frankenstein game. I don't know that we'll see it again after this. So this is the one time we get to play like a turn-based RPG thing. So let's go. I'm going to attack Anxiety here. Looks like a cat eyeball or something. Let's jab. It's super effective. All right. Scrutinize. No, don't do that to me. Let's keep jabbing, I guess. That was quick. So this is the fun Frankenstein angle. So obviously we are a body part already. We're just a hand. But now you have the choice to merge with this monster or this enemy, or consume them for health. And that's kind of the main tension of this game, is do you consume them for more health because you're going to lose health along the way, or do you merge with them to power up? I'm fine on health, so we're going to merge. Oh, and you have to take an attack from them. Eye of the Storm, what is that? Yes. Oh, it's like a special attack. Alright, so now you get to actually form your creature. Like, you're going to be modifying the appearance of your creature or your character as you go. So you can see the instructions up there. We can rotate and resize. We can flip with the mouse button. That's cool. All right, yeah, we're gonna. This I was really confused here because this chair made me think like, oh wait, are we supposed to drape body parts across the chair? But ignore that. This white square represents your player's sprite. So I want the eyeball to be, it could be anywhere, but I guess I'll put it, how small do I want it to be? Well, that's too big. And there's a limit on how small, so I'd say that's fine. Nope. Right there, I would say. We even get a little animation. That's great. Yeah, this is one of the ones that when I played like a minute of it, I thought, yeah, this is a good one. All right, we're fighting Wheelie. Very slow, and not as accurate as I am. Let's try a sweep. Super effective. Oh, not effective. Add fuel. What does that do? Oh, speed increase. What does the jab do? Not if... Oh no! Oh, we're gonna lose a lot of health. Oh! I forgot I have... Should we use Eye of the Storm? No, this enemy doesn't feel like a big deal. Or maybe it is. Let's try it. Oh, it's just a straight up attack. Okay. I mean, that was great. I'm glad I did that. Because, I mean, if both of my attacks were not effective, this would have been a tough battle. Merge or consume? I say we merge. Yeah. Oh, do I need my speed to go up? I don't know. Run over sounds cooler. Let's take it. So yeah, it does have that like Mega Man-esque quality of stealing powers and transforming. I like that too. Alright. We have a wheel. I mean... Oh, there should be like a layer selection so you can like properly create your monster here. Let's put the wheel right there. Just for the sake of like aesthetic coherence. Let's put it right there. Oh, not what I meant to do. Let's put it right there. Jam. It's like Thing, if Thing needed like a bit of support on his back end. Alright, what are we fighting? I can't read that text. Ambinxiety? Oh, I didn't even notice that the name is changing as we go. Oh, that's cool. Kind of confusing, but that's cool, I guess. Let's try run over. Oh, their health is much higher than mine. We might have to use the heal. Oh, that was super effective, wasn't it? Yeah. Alright, one more sweep. Alright. Okay, I could consume this guy, or this character. If we merge, what am I merging with? All of the things? That can't be right. I am curious. I said we merge. Oh, I have to choose one of them. Venomers, Plumber, Anxiety. What was Anxiety? Is that the eyeball? Yeah, I don't know if I want the eyeball. Plumber? Choose enemy organ. Oh, I'm adding organs. Venomers. I don't... Venomers. Laser beam. Right there. Oh, it's a headset. Oh, I see what you're doing. Alright, let's see where we set this up. I guess that can be the other eyeball if we're going for aesthetics. Sure, why not? Right there. I wonder how many battles there are. I mean, it looks like a lot. A whole lot. I mean, I certainly will not be playing through all the way through, but we'll get as far as we can. Alright. First thing I'm going to do is heal. Except I was not fast enough and we're dead. This MF killed me. Yikes. Hand Plurry Man. How dare you. Why does it say you? That wasn't my sprite. I think that's a bug. Seems like a bug. Oh, my bad. Should we continue? Let's try a few more battles. Oh, weird. So the character that killed... Oh, that's bizarre. So, if they don't let me adjust these parts after the fact, I think that's kind of annoying. Alright, let's sweep. That was not effective. Oh, look, I even have the same powers. Or... Yeah, this is odd. I don't get what's going on here. Let's use a laser beam, I guess. plunge? There's no way to tell. Jab? Nothing good. I think we might lose this first battle. Uh-oh. Was it laser beam that worked before? Let's do it. Oh, okay. Alright, we're gonna definitely consume this character. We're finding Bomauti? Something like that. Health's not great. I have a heal if I need it. How is it determining effectiveness? Like, does it depend on the combination of body parts? Is it a specific body part? The laser beam, that seems like a big attack that would take up mana or whatever. Ooh, plunge. One more plunge. Let's consume, or let's merge with this one. Merge. Give me beauty. Give me judge. Sure. Oh, I have to replace something. Jab? Yeah, they don't let you modify what's already there. I don't like this assortment of things at all. Right there's fine. Also, what are those icons? Like leg versus eyeball on the little battle icons? Like, what does that mean? Laser? Okay, let's try plunge. If I'm being honest, I want to lose this battle. I think that's enough time with this game, though I am enjoying it. This is going on my would play more list, for sure. Let's try judge, see what that does. Oh, it's an attack? It's a super effective attack, okay. Wheelies do not like to be judged. Okay. That's weird. So the enemy that kills you becomes your character in your next run. That's bizarre, but I like it. It's weird. Alright, well that's the end of My Little Frankenstein. A bizarre game that I would play again. I am intrigued, and I would want to see how far I can go in a longer run. So let's keep that in mind for later. Alright, let's move on to the next game today, which is The Ultimate Frankenstein, a browser game developed by Ober. It's a creative rewrite of the novel Frankenstein written by Mary Shelley. Alright, let's hop in. And there it is. I think it can go to full screen. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, welcome to The Ultimate Frankenstein. You are to choose which character you desire to be. Elizabeth or Dr. M. Krempe? Krempe? Was that his, like, mentor in the book? Elizabeth. Because I don't think I've ever gotten to play as Elizabeth. Right? Just recently, there was a game that featured Elizabeth in some form. I forget which one it was. But anyway, good. Elizabeth should be a playable character. I can't believe it took this long to get here. Alright, you've chosen to be Elizabeth, Victor's fiancée. In this story, Victor did not exist, and Elizabeth was sent to the University of Ingolstadt to pursue a career in natural science. Elizabeth wishes to create life. Whoa! It's just immediately like, alternate universe, Victor doesn't even exist, and Elizabeth's doing the same thing? So what's the difference? I guess we're going to find out. I desire to make a creature. I wish for the creature to be accepted by all. Hold on, I can do one thing here, right? There it is. That's better. Get that annoying browser out of the way. I wish for the creature, let us bring peace and prosperity to all. My dearest kin, your arrival brings light to this bitter world. Creature asks, what purpose do I hold in this mad world? For one, you bring light to my world. I'm here to guide you through your journey. I'm here for you. You should receive the same treatment that any other person receives. And for that, I will send you to the Geneva School for the Blind. Yeah, creature's asking like, what? Why the school for the blinds? My kin, those who can't see you can't judge you. Oh. That's a big brain maneuver. Very smart. Someone who realized, like, look, people are going to judge this creature for the way they look, so let's send them to a place where that doesn't matter. Oh. I choose what the creature thinks? That's weird. Let's go. All right. One of my dearest friends, Henry, will make sure you settle into the school successfully. My hopes are for you to make some friends, my kin. My kin, that's weird. That's a weird way to phrase it. But I guess it's more familiar than Victor, who did not ever call him. I think maybe at one point he calls him his son or something, but yeah, he's not as affectionate as Elizabeth is. All right, creature attends the school for the blind, and everyone was friendly to him. Although he is not to be seen by regular people outside of the school, he is happy to be protected within the walls of the school. Oh. Oh, I saw that little preview of what's coming up ahead. With the creature adapting to the school, he does not wish to leave, and the school becomes his home. He is grateful to have Elizabeth as his mom, who gave the guidance to achieving happiness in life. For that, he'll be by Elizabeth's side for whatever she needs. The happy ending. Look at that. Boom. First run. I get the happy ending right away. Okay. So the short runs. This is the short game. But there you go. That's an example. Let's try Krempy this time. See how that. I bet this is going to be the guaranteed bad ending. Let's see how it goes. You have chosen to be Victor. Oh, so Victor does exist in this timeline. Okay. We're going to be his natural philosophy professor at the University of Ingolstadt. Following my student's path, Victor Frankenstein. I wish to create a creature before that pathetic whip steals my legacy. So we're against Victor? Vengeance to all that demised my work for all these years. I shall proceed to create a human from mixed organs. So we're jealous. Victor's trying to do something. Create a gruesome or feminine. I mean, I feel like, I guess you're creating the archetypal creature or the archetypal bride, who's always like a very feminine. I think some of the depictions of the bride are like that she's like, you know, aesthetically not as pleasing, but almost everything is like, nope, she's a shapely woman who is appealing to like not just a creature, but any man. And it comes up again and again. So we're going to be gross. I feel like this guy's going to be like, let's create a sexy lady. Oh, we named this one. That too. Actually, no, the bride never gets a name either. It's always the bride. All right. I don't know. Bad name. Let's go. Bridezilla. You have named the creature Bridezilla. Let us now create a beautiful companion for me. See? It's always that. I mean, I guess that was the idea of the male creature, that he was also meant to be like a perfect being, but I think generally the creature is like the first draft. So then when they create the bride, she's like, yeah, more, again, aesthetically pleasing or traditionally pleasing, whatever. All right, let us now create this beautiful companion. Hello, my beauty. You are my love and companion. Starting off on a bad note. What do you say to running away from the chaotic world and hideaway on a deserted island forever with your creator? The creature said, no, I want to see the world. The creature said, yep, let's go. Sure. Nah, let's let her see the world. Dr. Krempy says, of course, my beloved, where would you wish to go first? Paris, Rome, London, or Berlin? The creature says, let's travel to everywhere. Why not? Why not all? Dr. Krempy and the creature traveled to Paris, Rome, London, and Berlin. There's an old-timey photo of one of those places. That does look nice. I mean, I'm sure it looks cramped. Like you're surrounded by walls on all sides, but... And then what is this? What is that back there? If you see my arrow, it's like a trash pile or something weird. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. All right, let's go. The world was not prejudiced against the creature and saw her as an innocent being. Dr. Krempy says, "My beloved, would you now do me the honors of becoming my wife?" The creature says, "Yes, I would." The creature, we named her, and we still call her the creature. "Yes, I would, but would society accept me as a human who is now a wife?" Dr. Krempy says, "We shall show them our love for each other, and they would accept you as your beauty attracts their likeness." This Dr. Krempy, I don't like him. The creature and Dr. Krempy live the rest of their lives together in Geneva, where the creature befriends their neighbors, and Dr. Krempy continues to teach at the University of Geneva until retirement. The end. You may close the tab or restart the story. Is this a happy ending? Bad ending? Why did that other one say it's the happy ending? This is weird. One more run. Let's try it. Do I want the Elizabeth bad ending, or do I want to explore again with Krempy? I wanted to see Krempy again. This time let's create a gruesome creature. Alright, sorry. I'm so sorry, Grosso. Just the worst possible names. Let us now begin to create this monstrosity. Now it's time for the world dump. Oh, we're going there. Okay. Should I show the world what I have made? Should I start asking for ransoms? Ransom. Son, you're alive. I wish to dominate the world with you. Bwahaha. The creature says, "I shall not do your biddings." The creature says, "I shall do as you wish, father." Yeah, what if the creature's like, "Nah, I'm out. I shall give you another opportunity to change your mind. I will disassemble you and create another creature that will push my agenda." What? Interesting. So if the creature disobeys, we destroy it. Or we give him another chance and we just go back to where we were. The creature says, "I shall do what my creator wishes me to do." Dr. Krempy says, "I shall mark the steps of Geneva government and disguise you as my apprentice." Dr. Krempy proceeds to dress as the creature in human clothes. He is a human. That's the weird thing about this quote-unquote creature. It's a human being. Created in a different way, but yeah, that's always a weird angle about these things. It's like it's just a guy. Every depiction of the creature is like, it's just a tall guy with some scars. It's just a dude. Dr. Krempy, what building is that? That's not the White House, is it? No, we'll assume it's Geneva. The White House in Geneva. Dr. Krempy proceeds to talk to the Congress of Geneva, with the creature beside him wearing trench attire. Dr. Krempy's proposal: "I demand to speak to the Congress right at this moment. I am a prestigious doctor who's created an undefeatable weapon. I wish to bring mankind in the right direction through world domination." Bruh, you gotta work on your pitch. That's a bad pitch. You're not gonna get them on your side. If you can't open with world domination. Obviously, that's in the background, right? That's like on a simmer. While you're cooking something else over here, but you keep world domination on a simmer, because that's world domination 101. Or mad scientist 101. You gotta keep that in your back pocket. All right, the Congress has the option to team up with us. Do they agree to team up? No, I want to see what kind of chaos we can sow if they don't agree. Dr. Krempy signs to the creature for himself to show himself. The creature takes off his trench coat and wages mass murder, leaving only the... Wow. We just murdered the entire Swiss government. That's nuts. That's a choice. Okay. Dr. Krempy looks into the premier's eyes and says, "This is your last chance." The premier, who I think is like the president, it's the top dude, top guy. The premier is terrified and agreed to the demands of Dr. Krempy. The Congress agreed to team up with Dr. Kremp. Is it Krempy? It might not be Krempy. I'll stick with it. Dr. Krempy demands financial aid and a crew to collect human remains from the Geneva graveyards. Oh, okay. Dr. Krempy proceeds to create an army of creatures in order to dominate the world. That's not an angle you see much. Like, it's always like singular creature or singular creature, singular bride. But every once in a while, one of the stories does explore like, well, if this was successful, why don't we make a whole army of creatures. Like that one game, the Frankenstein Wars, is based entirely on that concept. What if the technology gets out and armies the military has access to reanimate their soldiers? So that they explore this idea of like having armies of these things. All right. With an army of creatures, Dr. Krempy and the creatures became the government of the Earth. Although with the resistance from military all across the world, a nuclear bomb was fired. Oh, we're in the nuclear era. I did not realize that. The world is now an empty ground and needs to be rebuilt. The creatures have now taken over the world. You may close the tab or choose to restart the story. Wow. We went all the way. I wanted to see what kind of chaos we would sow. Destroying the planet Earth is certainly in line with that. Wow. So, I guess that's where we are now. That's where we've been in the entire nuclear era is, the idea is like, look, if one nation grows too powerful or too threatening, you drop nukes on them, or you threaten to drop nukes. And I guess in this scenario, governments of the world were like, yeah, we're doing that. Anyway, the world's dead. C'est la vie. But that's the end of this run of the Ultimate Frankenstein from 2023. It's neat. We've certainly played these sorts of choose your own adventure game book style things before. This one, yeah, it is interesting. I like the fact that you're not Victor or the creature or the assistant. I like that we're exploring other characters like Elizabeth and the Dr. Krempy. I don't know that this author makes full use of that potential. Elizabeth although Elizabeth being the nurturing character who successfully makes a kind creature, that's kind of stereotypical, right? Like the woman being the nurturing type. I guess maybe there was a like megalomaniacal. Maybe there was a Elizabeth path where she is also like destroying the world. Who knows? But anyway, that's the end of this game. That's the end of Ultimate Frankenstein. Let's close that out and let's go ahead and move on to the final game of today, which is Volume 2, Chapter 2, Frankenstein Remediation from 2023. Another browser game. This one's made by Adama Beal Maddie? It's a remediation of Volume 2, Chapter 2 of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein book. I understand what remediation is. It's when someone has to step in between two parties who are having a dispute to remediate that dispute or help solve it. What does that have to do with this? I don't know. That feels like it's some translation thing or like an academic application of the term remediation. I have no idea. In any case, here we go. So Volume 2, Chapter 2 by Adam Abilmadi. Location is Glacier Mont Anvert in France. Coordinates, etc., etc. There's an old-timey guy with his cane hiking up there. Oh, here we go. Another choose your character moment. But see, it's the same old guys. The creature or the guy, the scientist. I still think having tertiary or secondary characters available as playable characters is a great idea. So, sorry, that's not what we're doing here. This is what we have, so we're going to choose one of these. I'll be the monster, of course. All right, from a distance, I see the man who created be Victor. So I think this is the scene when they finally have their first big confrontation, I think, on the glacier near Victor's house. I don't think it was in France. I thought we were in Switzerland, but in any case, I think this is when they're up on that glacier and they're figuring stuff out. All right, I watch him from afar as he cautiously descends from down Montanvert across the field of ice. With each step, I decide I want to confront him. I bound over the crevices in the ice, among which I had watched Victor walk over with caution. A mist came over with a cold gale of the mountains. As I get closer, he notices me, and I see the rage-filled expression on his face. Yeah, I think this is the point where Victor's brother has been killed, and Justine, perhaps. Like he's upset for sure. He's ready to kill the monster. He's got guns and knives and stuff in his coat. He screams, "Devil, do you dare approach me? Do you not fear the fierce vengeance of my arm wreaked on your miserable head? Begone, vile insect, or rather stay, that I may trample you to dust. And oh, that I could, With the extinction of your miserable existence, restore those victims whom you have so diabolically murdered. After hearing this, what should I do? So yes, this is definitely the point where a few people have died, Victor's upset, and he's out there trying to kill this creature dude. But we're the monster. He's trying to kill me. So do I attack him or reason with him? I forget what happens in the original at this point. I think they have a conversation. Like the monster, I think this is the point where the monster gives him his backstory. He fills him in on what the creature's been up to since he was abandoned, how he learned to speak and all this stuff. So, but I think that's option 2. So instead, I'm just going to attack. Enraged, I jump at him. He's no match for my strength. I'm beating Victor senselessly, and as my anger continues channeling through my body, subconsciously I ask myself, should I kill Victor or spare him? Again, if this is like an alternate telling, I'm just going to do it. Victor is no longer moving. I realize I've just killed Victor. I have no emotion, but I want his family to feel the pain I felt. Oh. Okay, so totally alternate timeline. We've just killed the scientist, something that did not happen in the book. No, he did. He dies later, but he does not die at this point in the story. We're going to return the body just to make his family more upset. I decide to bring Victor's body back to his family in Geneva. I want his family to see the corpse of their loved one and mourn in misery as I have. Only seeing their suffering will heal my suffering. That's how that works, right? Like, 2 wrongs make a right? Is that the logic? I believe that's the common logic. Well, in any case, that's the end of this run. How do I restart? I suppose just refresh the page because it's in a browser. All right, let's do this again. All right, we're going to begin. Should we try Victor? Yeah, let's at least try one Victor run. I surveyed a mist-covered sea of ice from the top of the ascent. The time was nearly noon. A breeze dissipated the cloud, and I descended upon the glacier. From the side where I now stood, Montenegro was exactly opposite, and above it rose Mont Blanc in awful majesty. Anytime I read about glaciers in like continental mountains, I feel like here in the year 2024, that must be gone, right? That's got to be like climate change being what it is. Glaciers must be like a distant memory. Like, oh, remember glaciers? Those were nice things to have. But I know they are disappearing pretty quickly. Anyway, gazing at the beautiful scenery, I joyously exclaim out loud, wandering spirits, if indeed ye wander, and do not rest in your narrow beds, allow me this faint happiness, or take me, as your companion, away from the joys of life. Suddenly, I see the figure of a man at some distance advancing toward me with superhuman speed. I don't know who it is and must act fast. What do I do? All right, so again, the creature's spotted him. He's going toward him. What if we hide? I don't think he hid. Oh no, he did hide in the original. So let's just confront who it is. As the shape came nearer, sight tremendous and abhorred, I realized that it was the wretch whom I had created. He approached. His countenance bespoke bitter anguish, combined with disdain and malignity, while its unearthly ugliness rendered it almost too horrible for human eyes. I think... See, he does eventually listen to him, but I think he does both of these things in the original. Let's attack him. Why not? Oh wait, isn't this what just happened for the monster? I think it was. I exclaim, "Aboard, monster! Fiend that thou art! The tortures of hell are too mild a vengeance for thy crimes. Wretched devil, you reproach me with your creation. Come on then, that I may extinguish the spark which I so negligently bestowed." I held back nothing. I sprang on him, impelled by all the feelings which can arm one against being against the existence of another. Good writing. This writing rather isn't line with the original. So I don't know if these are pulled straight from the story or if they were written the original lines, but this does fit the tone of the writing. So good work. He attempted to reason with me, even if I am tripping up for the words. Lots of punctuation. Look at that. Like a lot of pausing throughout this dialogue. He attempted to reason with me. However, I told him, "Be gone. I will not hear you. There can be no community between you and me. We are enemies. Be gone, or let us try our strength in a fight in which one must fall." Furious and enraged at your lack of empathy, the monster springs at me to... Your lack... What? Uh-oh. A bit confusing there. Springs at me to engage in combat. Should I take him on or attempt to escape from the situation? Let's escape. Let's see how it goes. You begin fleeing down along the riverbank because you know you are no match for a battle with the monster. You need... Oh, this is different. Yeah, running away like this, fleeing, I think is not what happens in the story. You need to make a decision on where to go. Do we cross the river or keep running on the riverbank? Let's cross the river. Uh-oh. The trek across the river is long and treacherous, but I know Montenver will be a good location to hide in until all is clear to return to my hometown, Geneva. What? Hold on. Didn't I choose cross the river? Because this seems to imply that I've stayed on the mountain and I'm just going to hide until the all clear. This is weird. That's a weird ending, I gotta say. Let's do one more run of this game. I want to explore the monster one more time. Let's go monster. We've already read this before. I guess last time we attacked him. This time let's try to reason with him. I do not want any physical entanglements. I just simply want to speak to Victor about creating a companion for thyself. Oh yeah, this is what happens in the original. I contemplate whether I should begin by asking for Victor's forgiveness for all the wickedness I've committed, or should I attempt to just persuade him? Let's try the soft approach. Instead of attempting to persuade Victor, I beg of him to create my companion. I say, I am that creature, and I will be even mild and docile to my natural lord and king, if thou wilt also perform thy part, the which thou owest me. I was benevolent, my soul glowed with love and humanity, but I am not alone. Am I not alone? Miserably alone. Oh, there goes that quote again. Let your compassion be moved, and do not disdain me. Make me happy, and I shall again be virtuous. I think that is straight from the story. That sounds very familiar. He stares at me blankly, his eyes panning up and down my body. He says, for the first time I feel what the duties of a creator toward his creature are, and that I ought to render you happy before I complain of your wickedness. The end. What? I don't know that this line is in the book, but this is basically what happens. The creature appeals to Victor, or convinces him rather, to create a bride, and Victor's like, fine, I'll do the thing. Although it's different, I guess, in the original, it's done under threat. The creature threatens him, like, hey, do this for me, or it's going to go real bad for you, Victor. So I guess this is a different way. This is Victor being like, all right, and I should make you happy. But still, another weird, abrupt ending there. And that's the final ending for me, for Volume 2, Chapter 2, Frankenstein Remediation, exploring some alternate possibilities of this part of the book, I suppose, is the point of this game. That's it. That is the end of day 22 of the FrankenGames. Hold on. Can I confirm that? Again, so many games, I lose track even as I'm in the middle of talking. But yes, this is the third and final game for today. Thanks for watching. Join me tomorrow for even more Frankenstein-y goodness.